Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to .hack Outbreak. I think we're just gonna dive right back into the world. Or we're gonna go see what's on the board. Ah! Message to Orca. Yes. An old thread talking about Orca being one of the descendants of Fiona. A very powerful, awesome person. One of the only two people, I mean, Orca and Balmung together cleared the one sin event, and they were the only ones that did that. That's why Balmung has kind of a cool-looking custom character skin. By the way, oh yeah, and Orca, we found out in the last volume, I guess, that Orca was investigating some of these strange white rooms, and we've been kind of latching onto that and chasing after those white rooms as well. So yeah, somebody mentioned, or somebody is telling us, not us, just on the forums, somebody is posting about how Orca was investigating a strange room in Sigma Chatting Snaring Twins. So I guess we're gonna go do that. That seems like our critical path sort of thing that we need to actually do. Let's see. I did swap around my gear a little bit. I upgraded and got some better stuff. I could use a better piece of body armor. We still have just the frankly not that good segment art we had from last time. But we got some level 63 gloves. We still got the time sandals because, let's face it, Aptu, never, ever, ever gonna want to swap this out for anything ever. I got a better weapon, the Hachio. It has Orchid Dance and Wildflower. They're wood weapons. This was the highest level, level 37, highest level thing that I could find for myself. And we got a super duper crazy amazing good helmet. Level 73. And it has Fa Rep, which is full HP recovery. I'll talk about that in a minute. I'm just gonna check real quick and see if we can get a piece of body armor. Yeah, that's actually exactly what I wanted. And a fire weapon. Level 3 Thunder. Oh man. Yeah, so the Wavemaster weapons are pretty cool looking too now. They are just going all in on one element. Really powerful stuff, and they all have a summon. So there's basically been a version of one of each of these for each of the different elements that I've encountered all right around the same level here. So I haven't acquired any of them. We'll maybe have to look into which one we want to actually get for our folks. And as you can see here, I've been stocking up on other pieces of equipment for when we get the rest of our friends back. Yeah, I'll make that trade. Sweet, that is exactly the one piece that I was not able to find last time. What do we have? Dekruum and Meruram. Ooh, level 2 Water Tornado. Oops. Yeah, don't mind if I do. Sweet. That was the last piece I was missing. I'm actually really, really stoked for that. So I think this will be our first visit to Sigma server. It's a cool looking place. I really, really dig this aerial city Fort Auf. Oof? Oof? Whatever it is. The aerial city. Alright, welcome to Sigma server, everybody. It's pretty cool. It's all these little floating islands, and they're all islands. I mean, it's a floating fortress, hence the giant cannons pointed inwards at itself. That actually doesn't make sense to me. But whatever. We got a nice little sea of what I presume to be clouds. Sure. Yeah. We'll go with clouds. Alright, let's go check out... Yeah, Chatting Snaring Twins, an area that Orca was going to be investigating. Level 52, actually, hang on. What am I? 51. We haven't gotten the email blast from everybody yet telling us that they want to come hang out and be friends. We know that Mistral is kind of more or less going to be out for a while, to put things mildly. Yeah, we can't invite anybody, it looks like. Usually you have to wait until you do a couple of missions and you get that blast of like, hey, let's hang out, let's all be friends. Alright, well, it's a level higher than us, which is kind of scary, but I think we can manage it. Let me just hack this gate real quick. Look at that. It's like the first thing that we do in the new game. We already starting off hacking a gate. This game does have some this game does have some pretty snazzy animations. I do have to agree with that. It just, some of the stuff that they do is really, really cool. Okay. Fairies Orb. I'm not going to clear out the entire field because boy do I hate doing that. It's so tedious. But we're going to get into a couple of fights and just see how things go. So far things are going well. I hope all of our fights are like that. There we go. Oh no. So, spellcasters. Earth Maidens.
Hey, Rural!
Actually, hang on. Okay, they're Earth. So actually my weapon's gonna be amazing if I can get close to them. Miasma Wyvern, though. All we have are water spells, which is not good, and you're... Yeah, it's flying, so it's gonna be really tough to hit. This sucks. Alright, we're gonna get our speed on here and go see if we can deal with these things. And yeah, they're Earth, so we should just murder them. We are gonna be super effective against these things. Oh, I'm a huge fan of that. These guys are gonna be tough, though. Luckily, we have Fa Rep, which lets us restore our HP 100%. All of the HP recovery. Yeah, these guys are gonna be so tedious. Do we have any other... No, I mean, everything's water. We're gonna stick with the segment art just for now, because that at least gives me another element to work with when it comes to magic. And magic is generally the only way that you can hit flying enemies like that. That's fine. It's something that we're only really gonna need until we get our party back. Ooh, hello.
Root vegetable. Root vegetable.
Oh yeah, we hacked a gate and we found one of the incredibly rare root vegetables. This is awesome. Maxwell. Darkness enemies. They should die pretty quickly as well. Ooh, and we can data drain one of them. I'm not going to data drain them because I am worried about our infection level. And we need to stay alive. We have a ton of healing potions, and because I'm by myself and I can't, like, dedicate another player, another party member to healing, I am 100% okay using as many of those as I need to. Oh man, those things die super easy. Yeah, I don't know why I was worried about this place. This is gonna be a pushover. Maybe. We'll see when we get into the actual dungeon. Is there another root vegetable, maybe? No. Nope, that's a shame. Alright, we'll just head on in. Get a taste for what sort of enemies we're gonna be fighting here. I'm cool with that.
Humans have physical limits, but the AI has no limits to growth. I want to know where it will lead. I want to see what lies there.
Huh. So are we gonna just be getting exposition as we go through this dungeon? It's kind of an interesting little change of pace.
Look at that! All right.
And because we are on our own, and because we are in a brand new volume, I am going to go out of my way to hunt for treasures and things. So, while I'm doing this, it's as good a time as any to talk about this. The, where was it? Cave Bear Hood? Yeah, level 73. So, the level 70 stuff, generally, you can't just get from trades. If you have been watching the whole time, and I hope you have been, the folks who only have 3 items who do the really rare trades in town, they trade specifically the well water that I just got. There are these items that we get in dungeons, and they are related to the element of the dungeon itself. So, cooked bile, or burning oil, pure water, well water, those sorts of things. Oh, hello, what is that? Oh, virus core. We can just get those now. Huh, that's odd. Anyway, these folks, they usually do like rare trades for those items, and it's very specific. You know, you need to give me 10 of these, and I will give you this one item in return. And in the first volume, it was a permanent stat up item, so a permanent +1 to, you know, your fire element stat, which is pretty cool. Now in this game, they generally have 2 items that are the level 70 thing, and so that's where I got my Cave Bear Hood, which is amazing. Fall Rept, so good. So I got that from trading in, you know, 12 cooked biles or whatever the item was. Here, I'll continue in a moment.
The ultimate AI makes mistakes, just like humans. There is no growth without error. The difference is not to repeat the same mistake. Harold, this is a critical time.
So is this somebody talking to Harold? Or is this like Harold's musings talking to himself? I'm kind of confused by what we're listening to. Anyway, yes, so because we can get the level 70 gear for making these trades, these items are super crazy valuable, because they're like, the level 70 gear I think is the best that we can get in the entire volume. And I picked up level 74 heavy helmets, just because I had a plethora of whatever the item was that they needed for this. So yeah, being able to load up on that level 70 stuff would be really good.
Right, Rob!
That's all. Oh, and then the third item that they usually have to trade is from the Dot Hack Liminality anime that came with these games. they usually, you know, while they're doing stuff in their world, they usually go to an area in the world, and those keywords lead to very special areas here, and they usually have really rare equipment or unique items that you can also trade for really rare equipment. They're pretty sweet. It's not something that I've been doing a lot of as I go through here. I don't know, just more grindy stuff to do. But yes, moral of the story, I would love to get as many of these well waters and things as we possibly can get, because they will really help us out here. Plus, you know, who knows what sort of amazing things we might be able to trade them for in the 4th game. Always got that to look forward to.
Immature egg! Immature egg!
Ooh, immature egg.
Golden egg!
Ooh, golden egg. Even better. Yeah, grunty foods are also going to be worthwhile to harvest as much as we can, because we got 3 new grunties to raise on Sigma server. So that's a thing that we're going to have to deal with.
Earth is the womb of life and death, so the mother is both the goddess of life and death.
I don't know if I like where this train of thought is going. Creepy mystery voice. Looks like on the map we're gonna have a decision to make after this fight.
Look at that!
Oops.
Look at that!
Man, the controls for this game are so clunky. Okie dokie, left or right, which one do we think will take us down? I'm gonna go left. Or which one will take us to a dead end? I don't know, it might be worth trying to clear the entire dungeon of fights, even though we are in a story dungeon. Man, I love seeing those huge elemental crits against these things. Ah, this one's a dead end. That's fine. We will at least try to clear the entire dungeon, see how that goes. Also, I just realized that we're on floor 3. And we haven't actually hit the... Well, it's a protected area, so it's going to be like a data bug boss, I would assume. Haven't hit that yet. So that's a odd sign. Means the game's escalating things a little bit. Usually, the story stuff happens on floor 3. Nope.
Right, Bob!
Gosh, magic does so little damage to these things.
Look at that!
I do kind of like that the difference between things weak to magic and things weak to physical attacks that difference is getting much more pronounced now, which is pretty awesome. No longer is it possible to just kind of brute force your way through everything. You do actually need a varied party, or a variety of abilities at least, to get through here. Elements are starting to make a big difference too. Oh man. These guys are glass cannons. They are really easy to kill, but holy moly, they hit hard. Ooh, we leveled up. Again, I think? Yeah, 53. That's pretty sweet. And here I was a little apprehensive about entering this place. Just gonna let my SP recover a little bit. Hey, do we get to see your idle animation? I think he starts jumping up and down. I don't know if we've seen it or not. Are you gonna do anything? Yeah, there we go. That was a fun little aside. Okie dokie. These guys, we're gonna wildflower you. Oh, I thought we would get his friend too. Alright, almost done with this floor. Ooh, all dungeon portals open. Sweet. So the next floor is probably just gonna immediately go into the boss fight, isn't it? That's kind of exciting. I wasn't actually expecting us to accomplish that. How are we doing? We got 5 well waters in here. That's actually pretty gosh darn good. Alright, more exposition. Mystery voice.
Thus maternity has two sides, life and death. So was her manifestation a necessity? Morgana mode gone. She rejects my intervention.
Morgana mode gone. We are going to be learning quite a bit about those 3 words throughout this volume. Alright. Purple Fog of Doom. Here we go. What are we gonna fight? Please tell me that we're gonna fight Balmung. Please let us beat him up.
Run!
Oh.
No. It's faster. I can't outrun it.
Doesn't look all that fast to me.
Hurrah!
Oh, nice. It is Earth Element, too. Oh, man, we're gonna tear this thing apart. Holy moly. Maybe it's gonna tear me apart? Yow! It's doing half of my HP in a single hit. I would love to get an elemental critical on him. Oh, it's doing a double hit. That's what's going on there. Oh, this is risky.
Aurora!
Wildflower!
I'm sad that we're not getting any elemental criticals here.
Orchid dance!
There we go. Thank you, game. I feel so much better after that.
Orchid dance!
Yeah, that didn't take long at all. Alright. And yeah, so from killing all the enemies in here and not data draining any of them, our infection rate went down, which is good. Hopefully no bad effects from this. From data draining, the slash on B equals 11 caret $sign and A. Ooh, the bracelet is shining. Ooh, new enhancement. 2128 drain. That's right, so we got Drain Arc, which lets us do like an AoE data drain for multiple protect broken enemies. Got that in the last game. 2128 drain. Data drain one enemy, possibility of a rare item is high. Oh my gosh. We are only ever going to use that. That's amazing. Good chance of getting rare items. I love it. Also, let's go back to this. Yeah. Good to know that this thing still hits like a freaking semi-truck. Darkness. It's lightning. It would be weak to darkness. I got rid of all my spells, didn't I? Yeah. Oh well. No big deal. Yeah, I love those big hits from Orca Dance. We're gonna... oh man, I gotta buy some more Mage's Souls. YouTube, remind me, don't let me forget, I gotta restock up on these items. Fortune Wires, Fairy Orbs, probably Mage's Souls and whatnot. Don't let me forget to do that. And Mage's Soul. That's what I wanted to do here.
Orchid dance! Orchid dance!
Revolver!
Alright, Protect Broken. Yeah, let's give our new 2128 drain a shot. Magatsu. What is that? A really, really crappy twin blade weapon. Fire and Darkness. Not bad little elemental split, but level 21, it's worse than the bloody blades that we carried over from the last volume. So yeah, that's completely pointless.
Are you nuts fighting it alone?
I couldn't very well ignore the thing. So, why did you help me? I scorned you when you both fought bravely. I am guilty of resorting to more cowardly means.
You ask, why did I help you, but why shouldn't I?
Yes, of course. I seem to have lost myself in hatred for the power of that bracelet. The power itself isn't good or evil. There are only evil intentions. It appears that I am the one who may have been selfish.
A great force. The power it holds can bring forth either salvation or destruction. At the whim of the user.
What's that?
The girl, Aura. That's what she said when she gave me the bracelet.
I see. You are indeed the one who should wear the bracelet. I'm sorry for what I've said and done. I apologize.
Beaumonk.
I want to restore this world. And like you, I want to help Orca as well. However, it's not something I can accomplish alone. Perhaps you could lend me a hand. I am being selfish. Go right ahead and laugh.
I wouldn't laugh because I happen to have a request too. Care to hear it? I want two things. To help Orca, and to play in the world that's not corrupted. But it's really not something I can accomplish alone. Could you lend me a hand?
Of course.
Oh, good grief. I don't care. Balmung is still a tool.
The reason Orca and I were investigating the rumor was not because we wanted to find the source, but to prove that the rumor was indeed only that, a rumor. However, one day we discovered a strange room. It was obviously an unusual and a bizarre alien place. Then Orca said, "Morgana, mode gone."
Morgana, mode gone.
Morgana, mode gone.
He said he would explain later, and then I lost contact with him.
I love that one of our main motivations is that we still just want to play the game. Just want to play the game, man. This is a cool room.
The whole cannot be changed. We have already lost that chance. Because the time left to us was short, we were mistaken in our path. But now do we realize we should change not the whole, but the parts.
Ooh, another piece of the epitaph. I love everything kind of frozen in the air like that table's being tipped over. Those rooms are really, really neat. I like them. Cool, back to the aerial city. Ooh, Henri! See, this is what I was talking about, the level 70 stuff. Good sword. Oh, not gonna go with leg armor because I don't want to lose our time sandals. Yeah, see exactly what I was talking about earlier. One Chinese food, which is a rare item from a unique dungeon, or 12 holy sap for either of the other two things. Okie dokie. And we have new email. We will deal with that in the next video. We're gonna do my little, bow emote. Maybe do a war cry, or... I miss Dark Souls. Thank you for joining me. We will carry on in the next video. And may the grace of the Twilight Dragon be with you.